Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. To Kyle Kuzma. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Oh, yeah, you've been working on your crowd.
It's Rockets ball. Harden. It's LeBron with the rebound. Probing the defense. James, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Tucker. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's Russ at the controls. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Westbrook. Lakers come up with it. To Davis. Oh, emphatic slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Luke Walton making some changes on the court.
You can register at our team website for more details.
Harden in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Kuzma sizing up Eric Gordon. Gets it in the left corner. A lot of contact. No whistle. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second.
Get back, get back, get back.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma.
No need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what to... What did you do? Everybody got back. Every better offense.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. LeBron James snatching it out of the air. A shot at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Nope, first one does not go. Good recovery. Hits a second free throw. Tucker. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Short jumper won't go down. Green with the basketball. His guys down big and too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
JaVale McGee tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Anthony Davis. That's 3 now on 4 shots. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
LBJ. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. DeMarcus Cousins swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Kyle Kuzma. Off the iron. No good. To Westbrook. And the Lakers clear. To James. And the Rockets have the rebound. Now it's Harden at the controls.
I got ball. That's me.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. DeMarcus Cousins. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go...
Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
No good. James against the former MVP. Given 2 points. High percentage.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
James Harden. Deep 2 there. Won't go. LeBron with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Driving right to the basket. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prime City.
He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
A pass taken away by the Rockets. To Westbrook. Trying to cash in. Chance for Westbrook. No good. To Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. To James. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
It was right there with a drop step. Another shot won't go either. The follow won't go either. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
It's Westbrook. The shot, almost. LeBron into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Not that time. He misses. Russ at the controls. Cousins has the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
LeBron James against Westbrook. Oh, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
James picked up by Westbrook. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Davis to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Russell Westbrook with the rock.
Going up.
That's no good. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Rises for the slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. James Harden fires for 2. And Davis there to grab the rebound. LeBron matched up with Capella. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas.
I got him.
Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
LeBron James with the rock. You've got to get that one to go. To Harden. And the Lakers have the rebound. Cousins.
Pick up.
To James. Chance for Cousins. It's rebounded by Gordon. Westbrook with it. Down a bundle. Can't connect.
In the first half, he was really finding that flow athletically, making tough shots. Now, utilize the sets. Maybe come off that curl a little bit tighter. Read your defender. Make the necessary reads to be an efficient player.
Gordon with it. He'll run the offense. To Capella. Oh, he had it. Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. And finishes strong.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Nothing going here on that drive. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First try at the line, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Iman Shumpert, defended by Cousins. Tosses. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Entering the game, number 35, Kenneth Faried.
Austin Rivers to Faried. Has a chance. Faried, a shot, won't go.
Good job, bro. Good job.
James into the front court. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Slams it down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Get back.
To Rivers. Gerald Green. River shot there won't go. LeBron with it up top. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Long heave from three-quarters court. That's the end of the quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
JaVale McGee rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
2 points for Danny Green.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Anthony Davis with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Danny Green. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Harden to Capella. Anthony Davis with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oh, big finish at the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Has a look. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's James with a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Over the line. Backcourt violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 0, Russell Westbrook. Stepping in for the Lakers, number 15.
James off the mark.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Westbrook to the basket, but his shot won't fall.
You see, Ed, in the first half, he was so efficient. He would catch the ball, turn, make 1 or 2 dribbles right into his shot. No wasted movement. Now, he's playing with the basketball too much. Really hard to find a rhythm, and the defense settles into itself.
Short jumper won't fall. To Cousins. That is great vision to set it up. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Rockets in control of the basketball.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Takes stock of the floor. Fires the 3. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys down big, and they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Entering the game, number 14, Gerald Green.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
To Davis. James, over to the right side. To Davis. Clint Capella sends it away. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 1, Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Caldwell Pope. For three. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Danny Green here against Green. Gets to the basket and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Shot by Westbrook off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Deep two there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low-percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Couldn't keep it in. Off Kentavious Caldwell Pope. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball. Westbrook to Capella. Clint Capella, 4 out of 7.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Danny Green to Caldwell Pope. Clint Capella able to recover with the block. That's his third block this evening. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Shot from the lane won't go. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the sack. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'ma kill him. Nah, playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. Look, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Hey, y'all false claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up.
Damn, they did break down the part of the wall. See that?
Hello.
Yo.
What's good?
Shit, chillin' on this force.
Hell
We can't
yeah.
even go to sleep yet, bro. So
Papa.
time to get the fuck out of here. You know what? Come to the trap,
Bruh. I just whooped somebody's ass.
See what happened?
I just whooped somebody's ass on this NBA Live, bro. Online. Yeah, it was with the Lakers too. They're pretty good. Like, they're a good team to play with on here. Like, the Warriors, I cannot win with them. They have injured players. I play with a team I can play competitive with. He's playing against me against with the fucking Thunder? I'm at the fucking man. I got a speaker though. Yeah. Sure do.
I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, the respect, and the power, and come next. Last time that I checked.
This is... Got it.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers.
No sir.
For three, Gilgeous-Alexander forcing one there.
Airball.
Well defended. Davis to Danny Green. The drive right to the basket. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Thunder with the basketball. Going to launch.
Open the door.
The rookie, Gilgeous-Alexander with the three.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
And he scores, plus the foul.
No.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 79% the line. Missed it at the line. Lets it fly from long range. Rebound Cousins. To Danny Green. Davis goes to the left side. Baseline drive. Not that time.
Damn, it's like a lot
To
of
Adams.
What I need to do is just
Cleans it up. To Paul.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the line.
oh dude, yeah, they're
First
coming
one
this
goes
way.
down.
I might need your help right here. They're coming this way. They're okay this way. I'm gonna go ahead and get my motherfucking bow out.
Goes 2 for 2. LeBron James, guarded by CP3. And Cousins throwing it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Paul. Oh, he couldn't. And a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
LeBron against the elite defender Robertson. With a drop step. Danilo Gallinari
Wow.
sends it away.
They call that a
Ball with
block.
the basketball. Leaves just a point. From the painted area, won't go down. To Davis. And a throwdown.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem, Sid.
Paul. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Great pass to set it up. Ah, the monster stuff.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
For 3. Cousins has the rebound. Danny Green to James.
Oh, I thought AD was about to dunk on
Don't
Steven
stare
Adams.
him down like that afterwards.
To Adams. Steven Adams.
Why
with
they
the
got
slam.
twos going?
Man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
Oh,
It looked like that in his hand. Goes to the right side. Paul. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And he can't get it to go down.
While you couldn't hit me at the door.
Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
So many people think they...
That bitch beating too. For real,
that I'm playing this.
Uh-huh.
I'm playing against somebody online. Jesus. Damn. So precious. Yeah, I'm the Lakers, so I'm playing this dude, and he's a under.
New blood coming in for both sides. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. Kuzma, guarded by Patterson. To Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc for 3. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul. Trying to cash in. Wide open look won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
LeBron James, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And a nice finish at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Paul.
Jeez.
Had a good look there, but it's no good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
JaVale McGee matched up with Paul. That misses with 3 seconds left. That ends the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead.
This felt better.
Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far.
LeBron.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Straight down the middle of the lane, way to punch it home.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Playoff,
why did he like that? Oh!
And also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible.
But yeah, I've been bumping in this.
OKC ball. Nice pass to get things going.
Strong finish, that's what you need regardless
Not
of
a
the
war.
contact, focusing on the rim.
James picked up by Schroeder.
Schroeder. Why are you running here? Shoot.
To Cousins.
Nope. Or this. Yeah. On a butt road.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Minute gone by in the second quarter. Driving right to the basket.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Danny Green to Caldwell Pope. Working, slams it home on the putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backcourt. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's 2 for 2 now.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier. And most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Another follow, stays out. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Schroeder with the basketball. Down 6. The drive, right to the basket. Patterson a shot. No.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play is a failure.
Runners good there.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oh.
Danny Green, here again Schroeder. Screen coming. From long range, long zone. Danny Green with the three.
Even though the coach initially
Danny
may not like
Green.
that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Now whistles. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Dude, I'm blowing this shootout right now. That's crazy. I'm ready. Avoid line.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Paul with it up top. 9-point margin.
The defense.
Patrick Patterson at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. LeBron into the front court. His team up by 7. LeBron James. He's now 5 for 6.
It looks like he's using his
Give
ball
me
handling
that.
to fill the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Wait, you want me to start this? Oh, wait, no. Since I'm the only one.
LeBron picked up by Robertson. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even
7.
made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those
Watch
lapses
my video right now, bro.
still stay aggressive out there.
Off the mark at the line.
Thanks, bro.
Here's Paul.
LeBron is going off right now.
Fires the 3. Still hasn't hit from deep in his first half. No good to James. Probing the defense. Defense making the ball handler work. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He missed it. For 3. Misfires. It's no good. Going along. Beyond the arc. Rebound LeBron.
Alright, well, that's it for that armor. Now, we can put these back on if we want to.
Looking to take this all the way.
So, guy puts it on, and one guy taps the hell out
And
of it.
Patterson grabs the
The other guy
rebound.
won't be able to see the armor, but he gets put up on the armor's hand, and then he just grab it.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. And he buries it. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
I'm quitting. Alright, same.
Alright, well, that's it for that armor.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. It's James controlling the offense. Steven Adams with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Lets it fly from long range.
Oh, good shot,
Buries the
good shot.
wide open 3. That's too easy.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain 3s.
James matched up with Paul.
So they built on the beach. We need to do that too.
Yeah.
Not done yet. Another follow. Still
Damn.
no good. And the Lakers have the rebound. LeBron into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Cousins to James. Could not throw it down.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, we need to
Paul
migrate, build beside the beach, and build an
to
extension
Adams.
going across the water into like an island or something. And that needs to be like a island.
Big man, Steven Adams. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3. LeBron picked up by Robertson. To Cousins. Steven Adams tips it. That's his third block this evening.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Danny Green.
Like that, like they had
Oklahoma City's got it.
their
Paul.
traps on land.
And the rebound taken in by Davis.
On land, and they had like a log zip line going out to the
Driving right to the basket. Oh, emphatic slam.
zip line log down
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Good
4-3.
pass.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Good pass.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Damn.
Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Ooh, Chris Paul, not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Shakes free and hits.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
We're still big guys. Alright.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. LeBron here against Ferguson.
Yeah, put that on.
I don't think it's real. I don't know how they did this.
And then they just put one on
JaVale McGee to James.
That's what they did.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Schroeder with the board. Paul across the timeline. His guys down by 9.
Like they was putting it on the ground or some shit.
The Thunder down to 4 in the shot clock. On the drive, it's Paul. The shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's
Jump
great
to the
defense.
line.
This year, last year.
James, not that time.
Damn.
Rebound taken in by Paul. To Schroeder. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. It's Paul for two. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. Third quarter comes to an end. The Lakers have the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Well, let's hit at the same time.
Schroeder. And strokes it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Making a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
I don't know, they're doing something that I'm missing.
Oklahoma City ball. Paul gets it at the top of the key. And look out.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
James into the front court. Leads 5 to Cousins.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Maybe 2.5 minutes of sleeping.
OKC now with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Count the triple.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
James matched up with Nader. Can't miss those. Paul into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
DeMarcus Cousins, now 3 for 9.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Here's Schroeder with it. His group now down 2. Drive here, but the shot stays out. Caldwell Pope to James. Behind the arc for 3. You give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
LeBron James matched up with Ferguson. Fires the three. Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron picked up by Ferguson. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Nothing going here on that drive. Big finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Danilo Gallinari pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Schroeder. Here's a chance from long range. It's LeBron with the rebound. And they call it
just a tic-tac foul.
Let's hold this lead.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
To Gilgeous-Alexander for three. He buries it.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Danny Green to James. Davis. And the rebound comes to OKC. To Gilgeous-Alexander.
I know, right?
Going to launch beyond the arc. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Danny Green to Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. The follow won't go either. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Wow.
The quarter comes to an end. Scoreboard says
Didn't count,
it's
bitch.
all even.
Overtime.
Overtime begins, and away we go. Curling inside, converts into paint. Nice finish at the rim. When you look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Davis. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Anthony Davis swats it. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
LBJ. with a drop step. James. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
With the basket after a nice drop step.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Anthony Davis. He's 3 for 7. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Paul? Oh, he hits the 3.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. To Paul. Down for Robertson. Danny Green snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Paul in a matchup with Boogie. To Adams with a drop step. Adams, short jumper, won't go down. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. To Paul. Off the assist.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LeBron defended by Robertson.
I put you down, you come over here.